Good morning. How is everyone doing today? We're here with another Overprime video. What is going on, guys? Yeah, so we got the patch notes pretty early. I'm surprised. I'm a little upset because I wanted them to make some changes, but we're gonna go over it. I've read it already, so I know what's in here, but I'm gonna read it with you guys so you guys understand what's going on. We're gonna go over everything here. This patch is pretty exciting though. I think this patch is a good patch no matter what for almost every single player, maybe aside from supports, and we'll get to that. But which I guess is a big thing. But this patch is pretty huge. We're gonna try to condense it pretty quickly. I don't want to spend too long like those hour-long patch videos, so I'll try my best not to ramble too much like I am now. But if you guys do enjoy the video, please do drop a subscribe. You guys are killing it with the support still. I know I haven't been streaming or whatever. I haven't been like super attentive with this stuff. But I have been making some videos and I'm just kind of waiting for these changes, but these changes are pretty huge. Some for the better, some for the worst. I haven't really got to experience the patch too much because it's hard to get people on the playtest. The trial codes should be out by now, but they're not. So as of the recording of this video, so hopefully they go out in the morning, and we get some actual game time in on these horrible servers. We're only playing on EU Central, by the way, so we can't really test everything, but Zen is still not fixed. All right, anyways, without further ado, let's begin the video with patch notes. All right, so Greystone, my boy, is getting added. Honestly, for me, I haven't even like tried to play him like at all because Adele's in the test and I just love her so much. I'm absolutely in love with her. You guys should be seeing a video tomorrow from this video. I finally got a game in a 5v5 with actual people, and it was really close and really nice. But yeah, Greystone, absolutely broken, OP. He is he's probably going to be the best tank in the game. Like, ideally for tanking and then just running it down, like, he can destroy. He does a lot of damage. He's extremely tanky, and if you build him like a slowing monster, he's just the best frontliner in the game. Like, just straight up for taking damage and just like frontlining for your team. As you'd expect. His ultimate, I think, is a little too strong, and it's on a it's on a minute cooldown, I think, when you go full CDR. Definitely need a nerf, just on the ultimate alone. But then, yeah, he's just a really good character. Also, his auto block passive can block tower shots. If you guys don't know what this character does, he's the easiest character in the game to play. Everyone has to like this character at a base level because he's so easy to play. If you guys want to learn how to play solo, he's the character to play, honestly. So, anyways, let's go into it. 560 chemo will be issued to anyone who made a account before, I guess now, making this video, the 26th of April. So whoever joined before the Explorer Pass came in. So if you guys did not join before that, you're not getting this. But 560 chemo, I think, is $56. Quote me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it's $56. So $56 worth of chemo. Absolutely insane. I hope I get some stuff for being a partner, which, by the way, guys, we are in the partner program if you guys didn't know. So, woo, we're in it. But yeah, so if you made an account before April, there you go. You get $56 basically of Kima. Greystone, this skin is it's top 3. I feel like I said that a lot for a lot of skins. Out of like no bias though, top 3. This skin, Aurora's skin. Dude, there's so many good ones. I'm trying to remember. Like, I like Sparrow's skin a lot, to be honest. I like Sarah's skin, but I think it's biased. I think this one is just one of the best designs. This might be the best skin in the game. It's beautiful, dude. This skin is amazing. I actually don't know the effects on it, like how intense they are. Even though I only use the skin when I play him, but Jesus Christ. And I didn't like Greystone at first either. Like, they kind of like, I don't know, they made him like look a little weird, you know? It's kind of like one of those things like when you're looking like a fantasy, like there's a fantasy scene in anime and they romanticize the main character to look like a Chad. This is kind of like what Greystone looks like to me. But yeah, anyway, sorry, I'm rambling. Enough of that. All right, so yeah, we got the Greystone skin. We got a new raid skin. Who cares? It's just a bug. He's a bug. I think it's calling him worthless. And this Grok skin looks cool. I like this fantasy dragon Shenron looking esque thing. It looks amazing. I actually might pick the skin up because I'm getting $56 free, but we'll see. All right, hero balance changes. Bellica, ground collapse has been buffed. The coefficient has been increased. The cooldown has been decreased. Is that what it? Yeah, decreased. The commander's eye skill base damage has been adjusted. Thank fucking god. This ability was OP as hell, dude. Bellica was almost uncontested when she got ganked because she could kill someone super easily. And with the max pen builds, which have not been touched, it was it's terrible. I hate it. Cooldown decreased. The scaling has been decreased by 10. They nerfed the fuck out of this ability. Thank god. I remember this ability used to be useless, and then it was way too. It's been so strong for a while now. They nerfed her RMB, which is pretty freaking huge. It's not like the biggest nerf ever, but she definitely, I think she was one of the strongest mages in the game. Paralyzing shot has been increased. It's her base damage of 200. Again, it doesn't, I don't think it even like scales off your power at all. So it means 200 flat, and then it's like, you know, scales up based on the HP or the mana missing. Paralyzing shot skill damage per the target's consumed mana. So 0.6. I think this is a nerf to the old. It's hard to tell because it says paralyzing shot damage per the target's consumed mana, and I don't know if the scaling of 1 is it like every, like, you know, 100 mana or whatever. I don't know, or 10 mana versus every 60, or 6, whatever it is. I don't know how this works. So you guys tell me if this is a nerf or a buff. Cool though. Maximum damage proportion to the target's consumed mana, 400. Oh, yeah, this is a massive nerf. This might be a buff. This is a nerf, for sure. So there's a cap now. That kind of sucks, dude. So your max damage, is it only 600 damage you can get out of this? This ability sucks, right? Oh, I think they added a magic skill. Okay, let me read this, because I'm confused. I think they added a magical power scaling. So now you do base level damage, but there's a cap to how much true damage you do, or how much damage you get from the non-base damage. Commander's Eye skill damage has been adjusted. It was too effective in combat, 100%. Commander's Eye skill cooldown has been adjusted to make it easier to combine with Suppress, RMB, and Ground Collapse. Paralyzing Shot caused some players confusion because it wasn't identified as a magical skill, especially when it came to selecting items. The ultimate mechanism has been adjusted to make it clearer that this is a magical skill. Yeah, I'm still confused. This looks like a massive nerf here, but it looks like there's scaling of actual damage. So I guess it didn't have any before, but I thought it did. But yeah, anyways. Energy overflow has been decreased by 500 gold to make it more purchasable. This has been increased by 5% just to be, again, more enticing. The gold decreased just because no one buys this item. This item doesn't really have a place, honestly. I don't even, it's like a magical, it's anti-magical, but the defense, it's like beads, but anti-magical. You just never build it. There's such like set in stone build paths for a lot of not set in stone, but like this is not one of the top items. Actually, I like emergency rescue unit a lot. I have stopped using it completely, which I don't even know why. It's still pretty good. Like I could probably make a build work with this item. But oftentimes with Seraph, I'll just go full crit, and I haven't really been playing that much testing on the items. But yeah, this gets a 5% increase of max health, which is pretty nice. When you fall below 30%, so you can couple that with the crit, or if you're not doing crit, either or. This has gotten nerfed. I don't know why this is 2300. I still feel like this is too much. Like they said it was a powerful item. It is, but I feel like it should be 2800 gold or 2900 or even 3k. Like 3100, 3500 was, I forgot this item was this expensive. I forgot this item was in the game. Like Iggy is the only one who could reasonably like take this and wants it, and maybe FaZe, but I was like, no. This item did not get enough nerfs. A critical hit increases physical defense nullification by 20% and attack speed by 15%. This item is still cracked. I mean, like, you're still going to build it on every single ADC. It's still must have. Get rid of this completely. I think this needs to go. I don't know why this is a nullification item. Get rid of it. It's stupid. Keep the attack speed at like 10% maybe 15 is fine, but like, I think 15 is fine. Maybe lower the attack speed on the item to 20 or maybe even 15. I think 15 and then 15 extra, because remember, you're getting crit from this item, then power, and then the effect itself. This effect, again, needs to disappear. It's stupid. And then this, I mean, you can keep it at 15, I guess, but yeah, I don't know, just get rid of it. Maybe just for a total of 30, or maybe a total of, I could see 40, but it's like, I think right now you're getting 50, I'm pretty sure it's 25, and then you get 15, so you get 40 now, so I guess it's okay, but it's like, I don't know. Get rid of nullification though. Stupid. Bells of Purification has been buffed, by the way, by 2 power each. So instead of getting the 8 magical, you're getting 10 magical. So you're getting. So I think before it stacks up to 5. So you were getting 40. Now you're getting 50. So you're getting 50 power instead of 40 power. So instead of having 100 power, you have 110 power. So you just get a 10 power buff. Shimby is gonna have a field day. Not just Shimby. Like I use it on like other characters. I use it on Gadget. It's kind of hard to stack it on certain characters, but like Shinbi this is my first item as Shinbi. It's my first item as Gadget too now, but there's not a lot of characters I feel like who can make use of this. I mean, Greystone honestly probably could. He's magical, by the way. Oh yeah, if you guys want to realize, he's magical defense And another tip, his only damage ability, his main damage, I guess he has his jump. His whirl scales off of defense, at least in the test it did. Because I put on physical, and every time I would put on more physical, the damage number would go up. So he is a tank, by the way. He's not a warrior, just like Adele's also a tank. They're two double tank in a row. Nice. But yeah, it scales off of defense, but again, first item, go mini moda. Anyways, sorry, rambling. All right, this item has been unpopular due to its stacking mechanics and difficult effects. The duration of the magical power value has been adjusted to encourage players to utilize the item to its full potential. I mean, first off, I think there's a typo because it said the duration. The duration is still the same, but regardless, if it is increased, I think it should be 7 seconds would be really nice, but Shinbi is still just gonna, again, she's gonna wreck house, dude. Once she stacks this up on like a tank, she can, and when she's full build, she can just ult a carry. Even honestly, doesn't even need this item, but this item is cracked on Shinbi. It's so broken. I think she's probably the most broken character. I think she easily is the most broken character in the game right now. I really want to put her over Aurora. Like, I think the next tier list I'm gonna put over Aurora, especially because this one item was added, but even then it's like Shinbi just runs through teams, man. Spirit's armor. Physical power 30%, tenacity 20%, movement speed plus 4%. This item is unpopular, Jesus Christ, because it was lackluster compared to other items at a similar price point. So tenacity has been added in the item to make it better when the team has multiple crowd control effects. This is really good for Wukong because this is a must-have in Wukong, and I'm gonna try to use this item more. I feel like I try to get like a lot of slows when I'm playing like Sereth. I don't really have a go-to build anymore when I play Sereth in terms of tanky, because I always just full damage her in quick play, and even in ranked I'll just go ADC Sereth usually, or like, oh, I'll try. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try this item out with tenacity. I'm gonna try to build it more. I just want to see how effective it is. I want to try it first item on like a melee, and then instantly go into a bunch of slows, like maybe go into this and then dual moon as Sereth and see how that works out. And then full tank, obviously. But you get a lot of attacks, but you get tenacity now, which is just really nice. I'm glad they're putting tenacity on more items. Remember when it was just scissors? But now you got other items. Super nice. Deck of my cannon got nerfed. Very, very much like this. I've been building this item a lot. I didn't know it was 3,100 gold. I do like this change. I actually first item this on Adele because it has us 20% slow that lasts for, is it 30%? 30% slow that lasts for 2 seconds. So her ult gets more value when you're in a team fight. And even not just her ult, just her abilities, her other 2 abilities in general. So super nice. Definitely like this item being cheaper. Recovery watch has been buffed. It now is 225 to 480 with nearby eyes after 1.5 seconds. This item is actually pretty cracked, I feel like. This might be first item on every single support now. I'm not sure if it has CDR, but it's a really good item. I was playing ARAM, and healing is super OP in ARAM, and they were just spamming this. So due to its long activation cooldown, the caster and their allies would often die during the 2.5 seconds it takes to take the effect. The activation time has been reduced to make the item more responsive and easier to use in combat. Gold decrease for whatever this is. I don't even know what this is. Blue Heart has a different build path, 575 gold, 375 gold. I don't really know specifically where, like, is this, no, this doesn't look like it's an overall nerf. I forgot how much this costs. I think it's over 3k, but decreases skill cooldown by 0.3 seconds for all skills and plus skill or basic attack. Okay, so it's a skill now. Oh, wait a minute. This might be really cracked on like anyone really, but Crunch, dude, this item might be super cracked. I need to try this out in the testing thing. Because I actually build this a lot on Sereth when I'm going like 3 damage, 3 tank, and it just resets her right click. But the fact that it's a skill use now is really, really interesting. I want to see how this works, because you just spam your right click and then your basic attack. It's just like, it's basically a whole, almost like a second off with just the right click basic attack. It's just like, I don't know, you're going to chunk your cooldowns down. Super interesting to see how this affects. I need to try this out, honestly. Obviously people are going to want to build on Crunch. Honestly, I'd say it's probably, yeah, definitely build this on Crunch now. I think it's a must have first item. Because before you never basic attacked. I remember people would like argue, they're like, no, this is a cracked item, but he doesn't really basic attack, especially in the late game. But now that it's a skill and basic, I think this is a must have on him. I mean, you're never gonna like use a basic attack even because you're gonna be spamming all your skills. Super nice. I like this change a lot. Very, very, I didn't even notice, honestly. Very good change. This is a fucking cracked item that I've never used actually, because I'm not really playing these characters. I've only played Adele, Greystone, and like that's it, like Aram, Zena, I think. 50 power, 15 pen, and movement speed of 5%. It only costs, look at the stats. I don't even care about the pass. Look at the stats. 50 power, 15 pen, and movement speed 5%, 2,400 gold. You get 50 power and 15 pen. Even the movement speed, but like still, like what for 20? I don't even care what the passive is. Like, to put that into perspective, I think the fish that has the same stats except it has 300 extra health, it costs 2,800 gold, I believe, or no, it costs 3,000. So you have to spend 600 more gold for the same stats. So this first item on Revenant is probably what you're gonna do. I used to go fish first item, but this is so cheap that it's gonna get you into the game a lot faster. So Revenant looking pretty strong, because you do this right into fish if you really want 30 pen, and then you can get even more pen if you go claw. And it's just like, I don't know, maybe the time of physical pen damage dealers are you know, is upon us. Honestly, probably first item on like every single assassin that wants to go full damage. Like Zena's probably first iteming this. It's just so cheap. Like, why wouldn't you? Like, you just farm to 2,400 gold and then you get what you want. Like, it's just the stat value is too good. I get what because obviously assassins are gonna, like, you're not gonna build this as like a full, you know, hybrid or whatever. Like, I mean, you could, but you know, full damage dealers are gonna get more benefit out of this. So Zena, pretty much it. That's like, there's really not a lot. I mean, Kalari technically, but she sucks. Zena's gonna get a lot of value out of this though. I think Zena's gonna be absolutely insane, going double pen from the start. There doesn't have any CDR though, so that's good. Star's Grace is a new, pretty cracked item. So it gives you 50 magical defense, 300 health, and tenacity plus 20%. It costs 2850 gold, so it's a little bit more on the expensive side for supports, which is what this item is probably going to be for, or even for, you know, solo laners. Grants crowd control immunity for 1.5 seconds to the caster and nearby allies upon casting an ultimate for 40 seconds. So I actually don't know if you have to wait. I haven't tried this item, but like, let's say you build this on Aurora, there's a high possibility that your ult can't be interrupted. Like, if you tap the I'm curious if you tapping the button and starting the ultimate cooldown will instantly just make you CC immune. Because, like, they're probably, again, this is also a thing for, like, Fang Mao or anyone really who has an interruptible ult. Or even Narbash, I think, because this is meant for Narbash. Even though he can still get interrupted, but at the beginning of it, he can't, right? But it's a 40-second cooldown, which no ultimate is, like, less than 40 seconds except, like, Iggy, so it's a weird cooldown. But I mean, this item is really cracked for you specifically, and even for your team, but for you. I think like having 3 people with this item would be really cracked in a team fight, because you would just never get CC'd. Now, I will say, like I said, solo laners are going to first item this against Aurora. Why wouldn't you? I guess depending on your ultimate, but like Rampage or like Grox or something, like if you're fighting an Aurora, you're building this item. It's a direct counter to her, like straight up, which is why I kind of want to put her down in the tier list. But I also acknowledge that they're going to want other stats, and there's going to be carries and stuff, and like, it's not, you have to be right next to the person, and it's only on ultimate cast. It's not on like, it's not like an active. You have to cast your ultimate. So if your ultimate's not like, you know, so, and if you want to use your ultimate for engagements, it's like you have to hold it for Aurora ult. She's just gonna wait. So but yeah, very, very good item. I mean, it's counterplay to Aurora. As a support, you're gonna build this. As a solo laner, you're probably gonna build this, and then as a jungler, you probably won't build this and hope your support just kind of like bails you out. Narbash does seem better with this item, but like, he's still pretty shit, honestly. Clock piece got a new part. It's just whatever. It's a component. It does have that passive. I think this is a new part, right? I don't know. I don't know if this was, I'm pretty sure this is a new part of it. Same with the Warren gloves, a component for gloves of jealousy. So you get that proc earlier, basically. It's cost 900 gold. Again, I mean, I guess if you're, I build this on Countess a lot, so that's really nice, just getting that proc a little bit earlier. It's a scaled down version, obviously, same with the clockwork thing, but yeah. All right, into game system. Sorry, my nose is like a little sniffly. Ally base recovery rate adjusted. So I felt this so hard when I started playing in the test server. I was like, bro, I can't heal. 10% now. The base's health recovery values have been adjusted to change the time it takes to return to lane after calling. Automatically activate sprint mode upon entering ally base. I also noticed this as well because the jump pads are actually deactivated. I don't think we went over that change, but yeah, they deactivated a lot of the times, so you don't have to hit sprint mode every time you back, which should have been a thing. I really like that. Very, very nice change. So whenever you back, you're in sprint mode. No need to press sprint. I'm so used to doing it that I keep like fucking it up because I keep pressing the button. Jump pad, adjust the jump pad active duration. Deactivates it after 1:30. However, the jump pad will be activated in the surrounding area when a prime spirit, discipline, underling, or a prime guardian appears. So how this works, which I was so confused for the longest time, if a objective is up, wherever that objective, so like let's say on the left side you have prime or orb prime, right? And if orb prime is not up after 1:30, the jump pads will be down. But then when it does spawn, or when underling spawns, right, at like 6 or 7 minutes, the jump pad is now active towards that direction only. So if the orb prime's on the left and it's not spawned, that will be down. But if prime spirit is like up, the jump pad on the right side would have been up. You know, does that make sense? So whatever objective is up, the jump pad towards that direction is up. That's how it works now. I think it's a fine change. I don't really get it, but it's like, that wasn't really part of the issue. I get why, kind of, to like slow down the game a little bit, but it's like, I don't know. It was a weird change, but I think it's a good thing. I think it incentivizes like plays. Like you know where you want to go because the jump pads are up, you know, like that's kind of like this change. I think it's overall a good change, especially for newer players, because if they're not thinking about the objective and they see a jump pad, they're going to go on the jump pad and instantly just run to the objective. I do think they're like mentally, it's a really good change because you know, hey, this objective's up, I better go. And like you look at the map and all this stuff, like I've done it a couple times too. Like I've seen the jump pad, I'm like, oh shit, like I want to go get my blue, but you know, so good change. But a weird change though. I will miss like the fluidity of just going right out of the base, but yeah, it's fine. I mean, we get that sprint mode immediately, so. All right, just did teleport locations for the portals. I think I went over this in my last video. Soul Lane, Dual Lane, and Prime Spirit, Guardian. Oh, Jesus Christ. So from Soul Lane, you go to Prime Spirit Pit. And then from Dual Lane, you go to Discipline Underling Pit. And it's not always the same, right? Because they switch. That's weird. Anyways, Solo goes to whatever, like Solo basically will go to if you take that portal, it'll always go to the opposite side of the the other objective. So if you're on the closer side to, you know, Prime, and you take the portal on the far left of the map, then you'll go to whatever the objective is on the right. And then vice versa. If you take the far right portal, you'll go to the left objective on the map. But if you take the inner portals, you'll end up, so let's say you take the portal on the inner portal on the left, you'll end up on the far right of the map. Does that make sense? Okay. I hope I explained that well. I explained in my last video. Just look at the map. I mean, you can see the colors where they go, so it's whatever. You'll understand. This is a huge change, by the way. This change is amazing. This is like one of the best changes of this patch. Adjusted shadow bushes, so heroes attacking from inside a shadow bush are visible. So they're not like clear, like you can see them, because like but they're still invisible, like, but you see them when they're attacking. It's one of the best changes ever in the game. It's so nice. So like in Dual Lane, when you're like attacking, when someone's shooting you, you can just shoot them back with no issue. It's super nice. Love it. Love the change. Absolutely amazing. This should have been a thing from the start, but yeah, definitely like it. In order to lessen the advantage of the hero that enters the shadow bush first, shadow bush mechanics have been adjusted to reveal heroes that attack from inside the bush. Yeah, so rangers can no longer bush hide basically and just like spam autos the entire time. Super nice. Added summon animation. What? The underling summon animation has been modified to make it more noticeable even in the thick of battle. I don't even know what it looks like. I'm like, what? I'm trying to think of like the underling summon. Does it look different? I don't know. Anyways, added a defense ignore effect to tower attacks. 20% defense ignore, so it's nullification 20%. So tanks are gonna have a harder time diving. I don't know if I felt this yet, but I haven't played a lot of like 5v5, so I haven't really noticed it, to be honest. But I went in the training mode and I'm able to take like 1,000,000 shots, so I don't know. I don't think it really matters. Damage implication when attacking the tower. So when you're actually hitting the tower, I guess. I didn't know it ramps up, excuse me. I think it's just when you're in the tower. I don't think this is when you're attacking. I think it's just when you step in it, but it goes to 250 instead of 220, so he does more damage. The towers are weaker, 1,000 less health, 10 less defense, and inhibitor respawn takes way longer. It's, what is that? I don't know what 4,300 is. Oh, is that more health? Oh no, that's more health. Never mind. Okay, so I guess it gets more health when it respawns. That's cool, I guess. It's weird though, like, why would you nerf it initially? Then I guess it's just the buff when it comes back up. I don't know. It has become very easy for the leading team to destroy the tower, and the structure is relatively weak. The tower has been strengthened to make destroying them more risky. Again, this is health, right? So it's 7,000, now it's 6,000. Defense is less, so that means they take more damage. But the respawn, technically, you get less defense, but you get 1,300 more health. Like, I get it, but isn't this gonna make Wukong an absolute monster and just taking everything down, especially initially? Like, Jesus Christ. And it become very yeah, I already did that. Okay. All right, Prime Guardian and Disciplined Underling added a decreased damage taken effect to Prime Guardian based on the number of attackers. One attacker, so if you're one person, damage decreased by 50%. Massive, by the way. Jesus Christ. Attacker or damage taken decreased by 25% if it's 2 people. So 2 people, you're getting 25% damage reduction. Very hard to 2v1. I think I've noticed the 2 because I tried to solo it with somebody and I'm like, dude, we're getting fucked by this orb. It was disgusting. Like, we were getting absolutely destroyed. And I was like, we can't do this. So you need 3 people. And then 3 is no damage taken. So you need 3 people or more. If you don't have 3 people, good luck doing orb. I mean, you could still heal though, which is what we're going to go into. Added a 50% healing reduction debuff upon hit by Prime Guardian. Another massively good change because there is a lot of soloing Prime. So this is a good change. It makes it more of a team objective. I love all these changes, by the way, because they're making the game much more team there's more changes for like team play as well. This is a great change. This is such a good change. The fact that you have healing reduction, no more chimeras secretly soloing orb, and then also the damage decrease, again, also really good change. I like these changes a lot. Very, very good. I want to see more of this. This is absolutely amazing. This is what I'm looking for. Adjusted the health of Prime Guardian to 15,500 on initial spawn. That scales up. Underling now has 1,000 more HP though. So Underling has more HP. Prime Guardian has less HP, which I noticed. I was like, it's not a lot of HP, but when you're all hitting it, it's gonna die really fast. Certain heroes have been able to take down Prime Guardian on their own, and effect has been added to make it more advantageous to attack the Prime Guardian as a team. The Underling spawn, the Disciplined Underlings increased damage taken from TN effects removed. I don't know what this even means, honestly. Added a 50% damage bonus effect upon taking damage from foes. Teams have been using TLs to quickly take down. Oh, in lane, dude. I thought they were fucking dragging TLs into the jungle somehow. Okay, they meant in lane. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I guess this is a decent change. It makes it so you actually have to focus the thing. I do feel like it just dies if you don't get into a tower. But then when it gets to a tower, though, the tower's just gone. So. Adjust the spawn time of the Disciplined Underling. Initial spawn at 8 minutes, respawns every 8 minutes. Initial spawn at 6 minutes, respawns every 7 minutes. I actually didn't know it spawns earlier than it used to. I actually did not know that. The thing about it is jungling's kind of weird right now. We'll go over the jungle changes, but like, yeah, I don't know. Jungle's kind of scuffed right now because you really have to commit to jungling like currently, or you just fall behind. Spawn time of Prime Guardian is 18 minutes and respawns every 6 minutes. So these changes, by the way, since Prime spawns earlier, Underling spawns earlier, these changes are incentivized for ending the game faster. So we have to have proper compensation in terms of gold, which I'm going to preface it right now. That's what we need, because if we don't, you will not be able to end the game, or you won't be able to get full build. These changes are literally just going to make games shorter. Everything respawns faster, like, you know, Prime and Underling and Prime, and then also, you know, like, there's a bunch of other changes or whatever, but like, yeah, they just made it easier to end the game for the most part. Well, kind of. We'll go over why. It's a little, I can understand the changes and the game still lasting a long time, but these changes make it easier to get these objectives. The spawn time for large monsters have been adjusted to speed up the pace of combat. Adjusted the shockwave damage for defeating the Prime Guardian. 30% true damage from 90% max on the third spawn. Applies to towers inhibitors and not the core. Another fan-fucking-tastic change. 30% at all levels, regardless of the orb. So it's always worth getting, but you get the buff too. So this makes it much more centered around actual team play. Still something you want to go for. Obviously, you want to get the inhibitors down, and you want that buff, but it's not game ending anymore, which is super nice. I want to say this is the best change in the game. This makes it that the fight is no longer centered around Prime Guardian. It still is very, very important, but you could split push and stuff and all. It's super nice, man. Holy, this is gonna bring back a lot of this has to bring back people. This change alone is so good. It's amazing. It's actually top tier. no longer just like a Overprime battle, you know? Like there's other strategies. We've gotten a lot of feedback on how impactful Shockwave from a Prime Guardian defeat can be. The Shockwave's damage has been adjusted and it no longer damage the core. Oh, I love hearing that, dude. That's so nice. One of the best patches so far, by the way. So many good changes. Add deactivation effect for towers and inhibitors upon defeating the Prime Guardian. Deactivates enemy tower inhibitor attacks for a set duration. I actually didn't know that. I actually did not know. Dude, once you snag Overprime because of Wukong, and you know your team's there, then you just go and just take all the inhibitors. I actually didn't know that. Increase allies hero damage dealt to towers and inhibitors by 20%. I mean I think that's normal, right? That's a normal thing, unless that's a new thing. Did you not have this before? I wonder. Dude, I can't even imagine. I feel like Wukong's gonna walk in just like a one-shot the fucking inhibitor. The Shockwave unleashed upon defeating Prime Guardian now carries an effect that deactivates enemy towers and inhibitors. This gives heroes more direct control over how they want to use this to their advantage. Very good, very nice. I like it. I like deactivations. Super nice. It will kind of incentivize like snowballing into the inhibitors, but I mean it's free. I actually did not know this was changed. I never noticed. I've only had like 3 games, so I just did fire spirit health, so it's less health, so it's easier to take. Iggy Wukong, rest in peace. But the buff has been increased 1% at like first level to 5% more, so you get 5% more damage on the 5th one. So you need 5 fires. I don't know if they can stack past 5, by the way. Like I'm still a little confused. So if you guys don't know, we'll go over actually these. So 15% for the water one from 10%, less gold, or all of these, not less gold, sorry, they all have less health. Fire has the least health, I guess, because it's the damage one. It's just kind of weird. But just the buff granted upon defeating the Wind Spirit, 20% instead of 15% for the cooldown of the attack speed at max, or movement speed and cooldown, and then attack speed 20% at max levels. Adjusted Earth Spirit health as well, and then also the buff of physical and magical defense increased to 30% from 25% at max, 1% increase here. The buffs gained from defeating the Prime Spirits have not been very impactful. The values of all Prime Spirit buffs have been slightly increased to make them more important to the game, which they've been really important aside from like water, and even water has been useful, but like all 3 of them are very, very good. If you have Earth Spirit, the tanks just never die. If you have the Fire Spirit, the damage is ludicrous, especially from the DPS. I think that's the most important one. And then Wind is also really good, especially if you get 3 of them just for CDR. You get literally just a free like 9-10ish%, which is now at the 3rd, you get 12% at the 3rd one. I like this better as well because it's basically a free item. Wind is going to be a huge priority, dude. That's literally just a free 10% CDR. So you can just like replace one of your like cooldown items if you were building it for that reason with something else. Super nice. Adjusted Earth Spirit, blah blah. The buffs gained from defeating Prime Spirit, yeah, blah blah. Yeah, we already know. Adjusted the Ruler of Spirit, Scylla health, 6,800. So Scylla has less health. But you never see Scylla. Well, now you do. After one team defeats 3 Prime Spirits, so if one team gets to 3, Prime Spirit spawns. So you need to get 3 buffs consecutively on a team, whatever team does. So you can go, you can go 3-2 or 2-3 or whatever, or 2-2, and then you have to get one more. But then Scylla will spawn on the 4th team attempt. So yeah, there you go. Scylla she will spawn, and yeah, she gives the other buffs. I don't know if they could stack past the 5 that you have. Like I said, I really don't know. So I need clarification on that. I need to know, because I maybe I just pay attention, because obviously you get every buff. So if you get Scylla 2 times, you would know, but I need to make sure, because you only see 5 tabs. Anyways, maybe it keeps stacking on top of the ones that you have and like shows it. Adjust the spawn time of enemy or of Teons. So from 30 seconds, it's now 28 seconds spawn time at the beginning of the game, so they come out faster. Movement speed has been decreased for solo and dual lanes, 605 for mid lane. So mid lane has slower minions, 610 for solo and below. So minions will take longer to get to lane. Adjusted Super Teon stats. It has 200 power, -10 magical defense, I guess for easier for mages to kill, and they're not going to absolutely destroy you. I think they should be really strong. I don't like that they weaken them. It's kind of weird. I don't know if Super Teons are the ones that you get from the inhibitor kills, or they're talking about the big fat ones in the back. But yeah. Added Super Teon passive skill. Increases movement speed for all Tions within range by 6%, which is why they did that movement speed increase. This is really nice, actually. Decreased damage taken for all Tions within range. So I did know, by the way, this was one of the biggest things. It's weird. Maybe this is the change. I was able to, I didn't record it, I think. I was able to end a game as Sereth, carry with 3 damage items. One wave was able to take out the inhibitor, I think. And then 3 waves took the whole core out from like 80 or 90% or something like that. I think it was 100% actually. So I don't know. It's interesting. Like it feels easier to just go and end the game. Split pushing might be a thing now. I haven't been able to test it too much. But yeah, we're gonna test it. Hopefully we get some trial build gameplay before the 30th. But yeah, I mean this is looking pretty good. Adjusted gold obtained. By the way, wait, the patch is up on the 29th at night, the 30th night. I'm trying to think of what is that, Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. Yeah, I think it's Tuesday. Anyways, 3 days from now, the patch will go up in 3 days. Is that Tuesday? What is today, dude? Is it Friday today? Saturday, Sunday, Monday? Monday night, I think. All right, adjusted gold obtained for defeating Tions before. So 20, 15, 50. So if you guys want to know, every wave has 6 minions. So it was 60 gold from the melees, because there's 3 of them, and there's 3 ranged. So it was 60 plus 45, which was 105 gold every other wave. 105 gold. And then the 50 gold, if you add that, it was 155 gold every other wave. So you were getting... If you were getting every single minion, you were getting only 105 gold on normal waves if you hit every single minion, and you were getting 155 gold every other wave. Now you are getting 25 gold in solo lane, dual lane. Solo and dual lanes, 24 gold in mid lane. So melee will now, instead of giving 20, they give 5 more gold, and range give 6 more gold. Unless you're mid. I think this is normal for most MOBAs. I really don't know why. I still really don't know why mid doesn't give a lot. I can't like think of the reason, because solo is the same way. Like I don't really get it. Maybe because the items are cheap. I don't know. Anyways, I feel like solo and mid should be 24 and 20. Like it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Regardless, whatever reason there is, for why mages don't get a lot of gold. Maybe they hate mages, and I hate mages right now. They're too strong. But siege Tions give 65 gold instead of 50, so that's a 15 increase. So every other wave you're getting 15 more gold from that. And then so this is a high priority. You lasted every siege Tion. I want them to increase this by 40, and then I want them to increase this to like 30, and this one to like 35 with the range one, or no, vice versa, I guess. This one to 30, this one 35. I really want that, because I want this to, because the thing is, I want out of gold combat to be increased and gold to be increased, so by 30 minutes all of you guys are starting to hit full build, even if you've barely gotten any kills. Because I've dropped 15 kills. Like I had a game recently where I dropped 15 kills, but I wasn't really focused on laning. So maybe now the game's turned to a laning fest. I don't know. It's just hard because I'm always trying to fight for the objectives. It's really hard to kind of balance it, but I feel like the whole game has shifted. Because before it was team fight, objective, because gold doesn't matter in lane. But now siege Tions are so important. Gold in general is increased by 5, so on average you're getting more gold, but per second gold has been decreased by 1. So before you were getting 3 gold per second, which is, I don't know the math honestly in my head, like whatever it is. I think it's freaking 150 gold, I think it was. Now you're getting 120 gold. Maybe I'm wrong on the math. I don't know. I don't do math. I'm sorry. But yeah, anyways, you're getting less gold per second just from not doing anything, but laning will now give you more gold. So it incentivizes laning, which is fine. I just want this to be greatly increased. Usually you'll get your first item by 10 minutes if you don't fight at all and you last hit everything. So last hitting is really important. Last hit everything. This is, I think, is a direct nerf to something like Sereth carry, or like, I don't know, like mid countess, basically. Like things that it's hard to clear at like level 1, 2, 3. That are so basically non-rangers. This is a very, very big nerf. Now, I will say also, solo lane might be a little tough against rangers just because this gold increase or whatever, it matters a lot. Because remember, your out of gold combat was nerfed. So if you're not last hitting, like if you're fighting an Iggy, it doesn't seem like, and he doesn't have any nerfs here, it doesn't, I don't know, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be very rough. So Iggy and like Rangers who like put like Drongo, like if you're not last hitting, you're kind of screwed. So I don't know. I'm interested to see how this works out. Anyway, sorry, I'm rambling again. Tion's stats have been adjusted to place emphasis on laning. So these are good changes overall. I want to see a little bit more. I want more gold from this. And I also, like I said, want out of combat gold to still be very high. I think nerfing it was a mistake. I think they should have just buffed this and not nerfed out of combat. Like what's the harm? Like we needed buffs to in-game, like, you know, in the game, you knew that, but then why did you nerf out of, like, I get they wanted laning to be important, but it would still be very important, even more important, the out of combat gold. I don't know, man. It's just, you're basically losing half an item by like 30 minutes, and you're losing basically a full item, 3,200-ish or 3,400-ish gold, basically. You're losing a whole item if the game goes on to an hour, 30 minutes, it's half an item. The biggest thing is supports really get cucked because that's like their only source of gold, and assist gold isn't buffed. Jungle monsters, adjust the initial respawn timers for all jungle minions, monsters, whatever. Decrease the health, so the initial spawn and respawn timers. I don't know about the initial spawn when they spawn, but I know the respawn timers are way faster, so things spawn way faster. Jungling is a bit quicker now. There you go, fast jungle. Decrease the health of all regular jungle monsters except Flavi and Traken, which I think is the left and the right. Just the EXP obtained by defeating regular jungle monsters except for Flavi and Traken. This is a nerf. I'm pretty sure you get less EXP. I'm not entirely sure. Getting level 6 feels really hard though. It does, I guess the jungle does spawn faster. This is what I'm saying, by the way. I think I said earlier the jungle feels weird. I think you just have to jungle, like, you have to get every camp on your right and your left, and then you have to be there on respawn, because if you're not, you're just not getting a lot of XP. The held values of jungle monsters have been reduced to make them faster to clear. The obtainable EXP values for defeating them have also been adjusted. Adjusted gold earned for killing an enemy hero is now 50 gold less. Very good change. I think it should be 200, honestly, but this is a good change. Very good. Like it. Like a lot. Snowballing is less important, you know, it's not going to be as big of a factor, which obviously it has been, but yeah, very good change. Adjusted gold earned, I think it should be 200 though. Adjusted gold earned per second to 2 gold. I don't know why from 3. I just don't know why. Adjusted gold distribution for defeating Ruler of Spirits Scylla. Gold given to killing a hero and nearby allies, and now gold is given to all allies regardless. So if you kill Scylla, you get gold. Gold is given to everybody. Adjusted gold distribution for defeating the disciplined underling. Gold given to all allies. Gold given to the killing hero. I think this is a mistake. Why is it just the person who kills underling? Like that just, it makes it, it's a solo thing now, basically. Like you don't care about doing it for the gold. Which I think the gold's like 150, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's like, Adjusted gold for killing this underling. It's 0 gold, it's now 80. I guess it was 0, never mind. I thought there was gold, maybe just XP. Oh, it's 80 gold now, so it was 0. Oh no, it's for killing it when it's in lane. Okay, yeah, so 80 gold in lane, that makes sense. All right. Adjusted gold for killing the Prime Guardian, it's now 350 gold, which again, I think goes to your whole team. Adjusted gold distribution for destroying inhibitors. The destroying hero gets 550 gold, plus participating heroes split 550 gold. Participating heroes split 550 gold, which I think it's just, yeah, I guess all of you, yeah, it's split between 550. Oh, that's weird. So I guess all 5 of you split, if all 5 of you are there, you just split it between 5. I guess that was a lot of gold distribution, but I feel like it was a good thing, but Wukong's gonna be fucking dripping, man. That's all I'm saying. Adjusted the XP for killing an enemy hero to 12% from 20. I don't know if this is a good change or not. Again, it helps snowballing. I think it's fine. That's what I think it's fine. This is also, like I said, why I think jungle is gonna be like stuck in the jungle now. Like, I've only been playing Adele jungle, so I haven't been playing like a really strong jungler, but it's hard to keep up in levels. So I feel like this, or just to specifically, like going around just snagging a bunch of kills is just not the play anymore. You fall so behind, it's not even funny when you're jungle. Unless you're like stealing farm, you fall so behind. Adjusted EXP distribution for defeating Ruler of Spirit Scylla. EXP given to killing a hero and nearby allies. EXP given to all allies. Adjusted the EXP distribution for defeating disciplined underling. Oh, so let me explain this. EXP given to killing hero and nearby allies. So this Scylla is now given to all allies. I think I read this already. Weird. Oh, it's EXP now. Okay, it was gold before. Okay, so EXP is given to all allies for Scylla, and then EXP is given to the killing hero for underling. So underling is really a solo objective, it sounds like, and then Scylla is not. It doesn't say Prime Spirit or anything, which I think it should. I think Prime Spirit should give it to everyone, but in order to make Monster Tower inhibitors more impactful relative to hero kills, we've adjusted rewards for Monster Tower inhibitor kills. Good change overall for the most part. I think most of these changes are pretty good. I don't have a lot of complaints except for this. Like, why? I still don't get it, man. Like, we needed more gold, but then you nerf the gold anyways. Like, supports, give supports some love. This is what I'm saying, by the way. Supports took some massive L this patch, man. No assist gold buffs, and then for supports or people with Yellowstone, I think that should 100% be a thing. If you have one, if you have two, maybe it's nullified, but if you have one of them, and you're if you're there for the assist, you get extra gold or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I'm not going to want to play support. They're not getting any love this patch, dude. EXP acquisition for item, yep, 12%. Recommended items have changed for all heroes. Platinum ranked competitive now includes gold 3 players. So I guess they didn't have that before, but super nice. So I guess you might be able to find games now in plat. Remove ranked. Upon summoning the discipline, underling the animation and effect will be present at the spawn location. Improve visibility. Just fixes health bar UI name display so you can actually hide your name. Let me hide the health bar over my head, please and thank you. Improve battle pass, mission progress tracking. There's no battle pass. I don't know what he's like. There's no battle. You're talking about the explorer pass. This is the battle pass. What battle pass? Improved health bar, blah blah blah. Just a bunch of miscellaneous changes to skills basically. If you guys want to read it, by all means, it's right here. Add an effect to the background of the base in Agnes of Light. I don't know what that is. Honestly, change improved message display. Dude, by the way, the tutorial is really good. I don't know if they changed it in this patch, but the tutorial, I guess right now, is actually pretty good. I like it. It's not perfect. It doesn't force you into tutorials either, but they do a lot. It's much better than the last time I played it. I had to replay it for the trial build, and it was pretty good. So for all you new players, it's still not super clear and cut. And again, it's a MOBA. It's hard to teach those like practical skills, but the tutorial was way better. Skill usability improvements, improve ultimate skills so they no longer have to cooldown when canceled. So yeah, this, whatever I was saying about like Aurora having her ult interrupted, it doesn't even matter anymore. I forgot. I was playing ARAM and I noticed, because I saw my Aurora ult and she got stunned out of it, you could just use your ult after you get stunned now. So FaZe, Aurora, even probably Adele, basically anyone who got their ult interrupted, Fang Mao specifically, like, this is a massive buff for Aurora, dude. Like, it's actually just a massive buff, honestly. Obviously that item is a nerf, but like, you just can't be interrupted. Like, if you get interrupted, you just do it again. So, add an indicator for when ultimate skills are ready. It's super bright and super obnoxious. I keep thinking of my skill. They need to change the color of it because it's weird. Improve the silence effect. I don't. Like the silence ability, like for Django. Don't like that. I'm curious on what this means. Adjusted player nicknames to be anonymized. Anonymized. That doesn't sound right. Anonymized. During the draft phase, so you can't see who you're with, so no more dodging. I think that's what they don't like dodging, but add a penalty for dodging. Hero kill, bigger penalty for dodging. Hero kill bounties improved to not fall below a certain gold amount. Enable kill bounties to accumulate over 1,000 gold. Set the maximum gold for killing a hero with a bounty of 1,000. I've never seen anyone with the bounty of 1,000. I've seen 750. Can you get 1,000 gold from killing somebody? I have never ever seen. Oh, never mind. I think they're counting the actual kill. So like if you kill someone, it's 750, then you kill someone, you get 250. I think that's what they mean. So you get 1,000 gold every kill. I do like this change though. If a hero has a bounty of 2,300 gold, dying once will change their bounty to 1,300 gold, and dying twice will change their bounty to 300 gold. This is not reflective in the game. I have not seen anyone with over 750 gold. Maybe they do, but you just don't see it. But it makes sense. So if you get a kill, you get 250 plus 750. But then, yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is a good change in general. I don't know how much it was beforehand, like what the values were. Definitely wasn't this much though. So shutting down basically like good players or players who are just like on a roll, super huge gold. I mean, you're just dropping 1,000 gold like that if they're like fed out of their mind. And then even then it's just like, you also, by the way, I think it will say it here actually, let me read it. Gold hero bounties earned from Tion's kills added. So if you are so behind on kills for Tions, the person I don't know if it's just the person you're fighting. I don't know exactly how this works. Whoever has the most last hits in the game basically has like the bounty counts towards that. So like if you're good at the game, basically you're going to get punished if you die, because if you're last hitting, then you know, these the Tion kills are gonna add up. So yeah, I don't know, good change. New system to reduce the bounties on the trailing team added. I don't know what this means. Oh. Oh, so if you're losing, the bounties are less. I like this. I like this change. Again, I think there needs to be more catch-up mechanics. I've been saying this for a while. This is a really good change, actually. I like this change a lot. So they can't just farm the shit out of you when you have bounties, when you stack them up as like a lower team. So if you start popping off when you're behind, then you will, your bounty will be less. Super nice. I like that. Improve mini-map icons, change the Fey recall animation. Curious on what that means. I mean, I'm curious on what that looks like. Sorry. I know what it means. Party chat added so you can talk to your friends. Competitive rank border functionality. A border will be applied according to your final rank in the previous season. So I guess this will be implemented immediately. I think my rank was gold. I think. I don't remember. A border corresponding to your final rank, in the current competitive season will be applied in a later update. Get rid of comp. Stupid bad game mode right now. Improvements have been made to the training grounds. It looks amazing. Like, you guys have seen it in my last video. If you haven't, go check it out. It's really nice. I haven't really seen, like, there's no like practical change. Like, there's no like, you can't like spawn in somebody or go in with your friends or anything. It just looks better. I think that's it. Like, I don't think anything changed. And then some bug fixes. Nothing really insane that like matters, honestly. Just like menu stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So what do you guys think of the patch? Sorry, I know I was like skimming through that. My nose was super stuffy, and you know, it's just, I was trying to like not sneeze there, or no, I don't sneeze, but I was trying to like not, you know, sound obnoxious. Really good patch. This is like one of the best patches in the game. I'm a little upset about the gold change. I think overall it's good. From my personal experience, like I said, I think it's the problem is that I'm not laning enough. I really feel like a lot of people are going to ignore objectives to an extent and stick to their lanes, because I'll run across the map as a solo laner just to go to an objective. I don't think it's going to happen anymore. I think in solo, you're going to stay in solo until you're like level 12 or some shit. Like, it is really hard to rotate out of lane now. Like, honestly, like, genuinely really hard. Because if you're not last hitting, you're screwed. So unless you're, I feel like supports are going to roam still and stuff. But like, other than supports, man, it's going to be really hard to start these team fights because you're going to want your gold. And if you're not getting your gold, it's a problem. So yeah. I don't know, like I said, good changes overall. I like the changes. The gold changes were good for the most part. I like a lot of the bounty systems and stuff and like the way it works. The Scylla spawning earlier, the Overprime, all these changes were good. I just hope they buff out of gold combat. I hope they increase the gold for last hits, because again, most of these changes were incentivized to like end the game faster. But I will say that only doing 30% to the core or to the inhibitors does make it harder to end the game for sure, but it also spawns more and like it's more frequent and all this stuff. So if you're getting 3 orbs a game before, you're probably getting like 5 or 6 now. So it's like it's hard to tell. Is, you know, games might go longer than they used to before. I've been having like 35 minute games. I have a video coming out tomorrow where I have a 37-minute game. Sorry, I'm dying, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me, but yeah. I like the changes overall. Like I said, there's good changes, some good item changes. I like a lot of these item changes. I'm excited to experiment some of these items like Spirit's Armor, just getting that tenacity, Deca Cannon being cheaper, first item for Adele, Greystone coming out with this patch. I'm very, very excited for this patch. This is like rekindled my hope, because they addressed a lot of the things that had problems. The biggest thing though, they didn't address server stability when it comes to like dashing and stuff. They said they don't want to fix it, but they haven't. They're apparently the next thing they're gonna work on is gonna be like spell stuff. We're also not getting the new game mode with the 30th update. So you get to try it out in the trial build. Hopefully you guys can get in that, because there's still no codes sent out, even though they were supposed to. But regardless, yeah, no new game modes. So unfortunately, we'll have to wait probably for Adele for that one. We still don't actually know. Hopefully they adjust it, because it's a little wonky right now. But yeah, I mean, again, like I said, good changes overall. I'm very, very excited. I feel like the meta shifted. I feel like jungle's different. I feel like laning is different. There's a new feel to the game, the way the game is paced. There's new strategies for ending the game. I like it. I can't wait to see more changes in where it's going to go in the future. The spell system is going to be really, really nice. I wonder if they're going to add any new like item effects, basically like spells. Like, are we going to get like a speed up, like a boots, like as a spell? But yeah, super nice. And I also can't wait to get rid of Destroyer Stone and actually be able to jungle properly. I don't know, exciting stuff, man. This patch is huge though. I like it a lot. I'm excited for Greystone, but now that I've played Adele, I want her so bad. I can't wait till the end of June, which I'm assuming is when she's coming. I love her. I absolutely love her. She's getting a skin. I don't know if I'm allowed to leak it, so I'm not going to show you guys right now, but when they give us permission or whatever, I'll show you. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next video. Sorry this video was so long. I'm sorry for all the sniffles and stuff too. This is a huge patch. It's ginormous. It's actually fucking humongous. This patch is really good, really nice changes, some disappointing changes, but some mostly really good changes. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.